only reason why I can just go up and talk to girls without feeling nervous is because I learned on how to approach them, even when they gave signs that they weren't really that interested in having a conversation. That's how I literally went from getting no attraction from girls whatsoever to now having dated multiple girls and been in over 3 relationships over the past 3 years. But here's the thing. None of this would have been possible if I hadn't built an aesthetic physique. If you want the exact program I used to get my physique, then go have a look at the top link of the description. I have put it out all the work for you, step by step. But anyway, in this video I will walk you through the exact process that I go through when I see a girl that I'm interested in and I want to talk to, so you can start becoming so much more comfortable to speaking with girls, which will make you so much more attractive. So step number 1, what to do when you spot her. So that's a story that I quickly want to tell you. So I was training at the gym. It was from some months ago. I saw this really pretty red-haired girl. So my type is red hair. And she didn't have pimples on her face. Like usually I feel like a lot of girls have a lot of pimples, unclear skin, which makes them unattractive to me. But this girl, she had a clean face, long red hair, and she had these tight pants on, and she had the best ass in the world. She was walking past me while I was doing some things on the like cables. I don't remember if I did bicep curls, lateral raises, something like that. And I saw her walk up to one of the bars where she laid out the work to do Bulgarian split squats, I think it was, but with like a squat barbell. So she tried to hold her balance with one leg, right? And then do the squats. And I was so impressed by this, but also I found her beautiful. So I had a lot of things that I could actually talk to her about. So I'm not even joking, I think I looked over at her like 20 times before I just had the balls to see her and then just walk up to her. But the thing is, she had headphones on and she didn't look at me once. This means that usually a girl will kind of hold eye contact with you and give a smile to kind of open up her body language to say, oh, you can just come up and speak to me. She didn't give any of these traits, and she had headphones on and she was just focused. Whenever she was done, she would sit down up against the wall and then just look at her phone texting or some things like this, right? So I took my chance and I waited for her to squat so I could go up to her, because that's when she kind of took her headphones off and then just texted. I just went up to her and then I just asked, hey, I just want to say it's so impressive what you just did there. And just giving that compliment, because I genuinely thought that it was impressive. Like I could barely do Bulgarian split squats with like dumbbells. She could fucking do it with a barbell. So like you don't have like your arms to balance yourself. And she did it with like a lot of kilo on it. So I was like, oh, that's so impressive. How many times do you squat? Like, what's your program? What does it look like? I literally just asked these questions and we had like a conversation for like 10 minutes. She genuinely seemed interested in talking to me. And that's so interesting, because when I saw her, she didn't look like somebody who would want to have a conversation, because she kind of isolated herself. So this is just to prove that even if you see a girl and you think, oh, she's busy, like she has headphones in, you can still just walk up to her and talk to her. It's so impressive how our brains literally just think of negative things before we go up to a girl. Like it keeps happening to me. I always think, oh, she's too attractive for me, or she has headphones in, or she's with her friend, so I don't want to disturb them. All of these bullshit excuses, bro. We literally just gotta go up and take the shot, because it's like the regret of not going up to her will literally be in your mind for like fucking days, and it is so irritating when that shit happens. I always feel so proud of myself when I go up and cold approach a girl, even if she has kind of a cold attitude and you can tell that she don't want to talk. Then you just leave. Of course you need to have like some social awareness. But the point with this story is that I thought many negative things. I thought that she wouldn't be interested in having a conversation, but she was interested. She wanted to talk. She literally led the conversation on for like 10 minutes. Something that I regret is that I never asked for her number or anything. I actually think she would be down for it. So that's just fucking stupid of me. If you already like this tip that I give you, then I would highly recommend you to go down and click subscribe to this channel, because this is exactly what I teach you. I teach you how to build an aesthetic body. I teach you how to become more facially attractive. I teach you how to get more charisma. I teach you how to cold approach, like all these different things. So if you want to get more of these kind of tips, I will highly recommend you to go down and click subscribe. But anyway, let's get to step number 2. So you had a successful cold approach now. So what do we do? So as I said, first of all, you need to get her number. But there's actually a better way that I believe that you can actually do. And that is to ask a girl to do something as soon as you are done with your gym session. So basically, you'll pretty much have something interesting to do after your gym, right? Either you want to read, either you have something that you want to watch, like a Netflix series, or maybe you want to go out to eat. Maybe you want to have a drink somewhere. Anyway, just something interesting, right? What is special here is that you want to tell the girl that she should join you. So let's say you're the girl, I am the man. So basically, I will come up to you and I will ask this. Oh, hey, what's your name? You look beautiful. Something like this. We keep talking, blah, blah, blah. You say this and this and that. I found out we are pretty compatible and we are having a good conversation. So I ask, what are you doing after this? And she'll be like, oh, not really that much, just going home to eat. This is the special part. So now you ask her, you should come join me for dinner. Like, you literally just had to eat, but now it sounds way more interesting because you say, you should join me for dinner. You don't ask, do you want to join me for dinner? If you give her the option, it's like, actually, maybe I don't even really want to. If you just say, you should come with me. I don't really think that you should say, come with me for dinner. Like, that's like a bit, oh, relax, bro. But you should say it with, you should come with me. That's still a commandment, but it's still like, she still has like the choice. And then you just say it with a smile on your face. You should come with me. You should come join me for dinner. You should come join me for X. It could be, you should come join me for paddle. You should come join me for getting some drinks. Something like this, right? It can literally be anything. And I'm telling you, you will be surprised about how many times a girl is actually, who actually wants to do this. Because think about it. You're not the only one who's giving her options. So she's used to getting like asked these different things. So just because it seems unnatural for you to, for like a girl to do something with you right after you have just met her, it's actually pretty normal for most girls. So that's just a mindset that I wanted to implement in your heads. And there's also another quick story that I want to tell, another approach that I did. I genuinely believe that this cold approach that I did with this girl was because I had built it like an aesthetic body. I had an aesthetic body at this point. So this girl, it was actually at a table tennis tournament. And it was a bit far away, so I've never seen this girl before. But as soon as I saw her, I knew I had to talk to her because she was absolutely gorgeous in my eyes. I instantly fell in love. So as soon as I saw her, I'm not even joking, like we went into the training hall because we did some warm-up, not me and her, but me and my friends before we had to start like the tournament, right? The matches and all this. So I came into this hall, I saw her. We didn't make eye contact or anything, but I laid my back on the bench that there was, like, and the seats. I then straight up went over to her, and she was even together with like her coach and some of her friends. I'm not even joking. I knew for a fact that I had to do it now. If I didn't do it now, some other guy would probably take her or talk to with her first. So I went up to her and I literally just said, "Oh, excuse me, what's your name?" And she was like, "Oh, let's call her Sylvie." Let's call her Sylvie. So I went up to Sylvie and I said, "Oh, hey, what's your name?" She says, "Sylvie." And then I just instantly said, I was wondering, are you my training partner? Or like my, or my matching partner, I think I said, like, because there's something called double in table tennis, and that's when you play with like another person, so you're 2 against 2. But the special thing about this tournament was that it was mixed double, so it was a man and a woman, but I didn't know who I was together with. So I just asked her, "Are you like my partner?" And then I said my name, and then she was like, "Oh, so we're together." And it was so interesting because I opened up with this conversation and I talked to her. It's like we had this special chemistry already, and it was so nice. Then I literally just asked her, "Oh, do you want to come train with me then? Do you want to warm up with me before we beat the others?" You know, I said that in a kind of charismatic way, and she was like, "Yeah, for sure." Already there, I had it in the bag. So from that point on, she's kind of like a girl who is a bit shy. I kind of like that type of girl. But anyway, she was shy, so she wasn't that much together with her friends. It was only sometimes when like they ate together. But when they didn't eat together, she kind of just sat for herself on like the seats watching the other matches. Every single time I saw her do that and I had free time, I literally just went up to her, sat beside her, and then was like, "Oh, hey, how are you doing?" And you know, we had such good conversations throughout this whole week. So it was a whole week this tournament was. And I was just thinking, you know what, that's fucking crazy. I can literally just go up to a pretty and attractive girl and you don't know if she would like it or not. Like, why not take the gamble? Because this girl was a shy girl and I could tell she didn't get cold approaches that often. And that is exactly why I got her. She later became like kind of my girlfriend. Like, I invited her over to my place after this tournament because I got her contact info, like a way to contact her. And she came over to me, and I had already planned out these different things that we were gonna do. We were gonna play table tennis, we were gonna play paddle, and then I'm gonna take her out for dinner, pay for the dinner. Everything went as planned. We went home to my home. We were home alone, and yeah, we just had a great night. And that's exactly why I've been making this program that I'm talking about. Because it's where I teach you exactly how to train for an aesthetic body so you can get this experience. Literally, this experience happened because of 2 reasons. I had an aesthetic body, therefore I was attractive. Second of all, I just had the balls to go up to her now and ask her about things. And I'm literally teaching you, literally only for $20 because it's in pre-sale right now, on how to get this aesthetic body. Like, I'm telling you, bro, I will do everything in my power to get you to get aesthetic, because then you will get experiences like this. Like, holy fuck it, it's amazing how much attraction from girls that you get when you just get attractive. Again, it's the top link of the description. Go down there if you want to get my results. All the details are there. So step number 3, which I will go over quickly, is to get your success rate up. So there's different things that we can do to get our success rate up. And that is to get more attractive, both facially and physically, like your body and your facial looks. And the thing is, you may ask, but isn't it irrelevant on how you look? Because like, looks don't matter, does it? Isn't it personality? But there's a study that was done on 2 different girls. So one of the girls was slim and she looked attractive. The other girl was overweight and she was not as attractive as the other girl. Basically, both of them, they needed help with something. And the study was that they wanted to see how many was gonna help them. And they got completely different treatment, both of them. I don't remember the exact numbers, but I remember the conclusion on this study was that the attractive girl got way more help than the other girl. Isn't that pretty crazy to think about? That just because of your attractiveness, you get more help from people. But now you may ask, but isn't it just genetics? Like, I'm just born with this kind of look. And let me tell you, you're not. Because I realized that we have over 40 different muscles in our face. So just like we can change our body to become more attractive, we can also train our face to become more attractive. There's literally different muscles, like your orbicularis, which is your eye muscles. There's your masseter, which is your jaw out here, which gives you that thick TikTok boys jawline look. You have your hyoid bone, which makes your skin become tighter here, so you have this more attractive jawline. And then you have something called your palate, which you can put pressure on the right place, which will literally give you something called forward growth, which will completely transform like the skull of your face, because you push your jawline forward so you don't have this recessed mouth breathing look. And literally all of this I also teach as a bonus inside of my program. I literally teach you not only how to get an aesthetic body, but I also teach you how to get facially more attractive. Like, bro, literally just look at my transformation that I've gotten. I look completely different. I went from looking ugly at 17 years old to now looking the best I've ever done at 19 years old. And I'm telling you, I have, it's so amazing what these exercises can do. And again, it's literally what I teach inside. And I'm telling you, I will do everything in my power to get you to become more attractive because, bro, I know the difference. I have been the ugly guy. I've been the more attractive guy now. You get completely different treatment. It is fucking crazy how much easier the game is when you're just attractive. And that's what I teach. Again, it's the top link of description. All the details are there. Now that we are at the end of the video, I really want to give you some thanks because you could have been doing something else right now with your time. You could be jacking off to some fucking porn video. You could be watching Netflix series. You could, be doing something else which was unproductive, but you literally chose to educate yourself, and I am so proud of you for doing so. And that's exactly why that if you want more educational content so you can keep on learning and becoming a better version of yourself, then go down and click subscribe to my channel. It's literally what I teach inside of here. Basically like self-improvement, how to become the best version of yourself with looksmaxing. So yeah, thanks for watching and have a wonderful day, bro. Mwah!